Welcome back. It is time for Traffic Talk. We do it every Monday with the Acadiana Planning Commission's Ashley Moran. Ashley, welcome in.
Oh, thanks for having me on. I'm excited to talk about this topic.
Yes, we've got a great one for you today, and then at the end, some good news we're gonna send you on your way with. But let's start with today. Carencro Transit, it's coming to the area.
Yes, Carencro is getting its own transit route.
They
contracted out with Lafayette Transit System to provide their own circulating route through the city of Carencro. And if you do want to go into Lafayette Transit's typical route, you do have to connect over at the Walmart at Saunier Road into their Route 103. But it's going to be operating on the weekdays from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then it's going to take a lunch break, and then it's going to operate again from it's going to be off from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Right.
And then it's going to be operating again from 2 to 5.
So we'll pick back basically to get you to work and then to get you home.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the purpose of it is. It's to help provide people in Carencro with access to the Amazon Center, to the shopping that's over by like Hector Connolly and this is the Walmart and Gloria Switch and all of that.
Yeah.
And it's very easy and cheap to participate in this route. You can buy a pass for the whole year for $25.
Wow.
It's about $1 a ride. You can use cash. You can buy an all-day pass for $3.
Not bad.
And you can buy all these passes at Carencro City Hall or at the Rosa Parks Transportation Center, which is the main bus terminal for the Lafayette Transit Center.
And all of this because, like you said, okay, there we have a picture right there of what your pass will look like, right?
Yeah, and then there's discounts based on if you're disabled, if you're over the age of 65, or if you're on Medicare. All those things, help reduce the cost. And then if it's 5 and under, you're free with an adult. Obviously we don't want kids 5 and under riding the bus by themselves.
This is true, right? Yes. Well, listen, we're going to talk more about this. A very big deal. It's a great thing after the break, so stay with us for more.
I'll tell you later.
Like it looks like my outfit?
No. It's something with our...
Okay.
Oh, with the screen?
So
like it's not...
Yeah. Also, is there any way that we can get that map pulled up in the video wall for this one?
I mean, that'd be cool to kind of go over where it's at.
Yeah, so she can kind of...
Yeah. To note that LPSS students ride free. It operates Monday through Saturday, pretty much the same times. Operates obviously not on Sundays or on holidays, and they'll send out a press release for that.
A lower third, yes. We're just going to quickly mention it. I would just put, Duyon opening up Wednesday?
Yeah. The whole intersection's opening up. Well, if you're sick of all that construction, it'll be gone.
The Duyon Road intersection opening up Wednesday.
Yeah.
Duyon Road intersection. Oh.
Yes, you can.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in here this morning, we've got Miss Ashley Moran with the Acadiana Planning Commission joining us to talk about a pretty big development that's going to be happening in Carencro as far as transit goes.
Yes, so we're super excited to announce this new route. And as you can see, like it kind of covers like the whole city of Carencro.
Sure.
So anywhere you want to go, I mean, you're pretty much within, we call our walking shed, which is about a 15-minute walk from a stop. So super exciting. If you live here, if you live over down here, you can go and take the bus over to here, to all the shopping at the Walmart. You can connect up with the Lafayette Transit Center. You can go to work at Amazon. So this is just a really great resource for all of our area residents who live in this small town. They really have a lot more options.
Right.
It gives you access to the other side of the interstate, which is a big deal.
This will be great
for a lot of people because it's really difficult to cross when you have these big facilities right here. You can just take the bus over there.
That is so great. Let's. I wanted to make sure we touch on this. LPSS students, they'll get to ride.
They
for
ride free with the student pass. And I think this route will take about an hour to run throughout the whole city. So if you're from one spot to another, it'll take about an hour, and it goes obviously kind of in one direction around. And hey, I mean, if you're just looking for something fun to do, you can just ride it and help support the transit system
right
by
there
participating
you go.
in it.
I love that so very much. This is going to be huge for the city of Carencro. And like you
Yeah.
said, I mean, a lot happening there, booming business, Amazon. It's going to be a great deal. Real quick here, let us talk about where do you go to get these passes?
So you can go at Carencro City Hall, or you can go
Okay.
to the Rosa Parks Transportation Center in downtown Lafayette, which is the main bus terminal for Lafayette Transit Center.
We're going to
Transit
send you
system.
on your way with some good news here real quick. Ashley, I'll let you be the bearer of that.
Yes. So if you are very frustrated with the intersection of Duyant and South City Parkway,
Yes.
with its intersection with 167, I know it's been having a lot of traffic lately. It is opening up fully on Wednesday.
That's this Wednesday, right?
Yes, Wednesday. So obviously will be a lot more capacity. There'll be the dual lefts from from the 167 onto
And that was the
Duyant.
big thing. Yes.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Exciting.
So lots of improvements coming. Super excited about it.
This
And
Wednesday.
be prepared for Wednesday for your commute to get better.
Love it so much, Ashley. You're the best. Thanks for being here. Adam, what do you think about that? I know you're excited.
Yeah, I can definitely say I'm excited about that one. So we'll be anxiously anticipating and waiting for that. Also, we're anticipating some sunlight out there, waiting for it to show through the clouds. New Iberia 57 with that cloud cover. I'll let you know when the sun does return to the forecast coming up.
You're watching News 15 Today.
Good morning, it's April 24th. Welcome back. You're watching News 15 Today. I'm Ryan Hennessy.
Yes, good morning. Happy Monday. I'm Alex Forsell. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. We start with the check of the weather. We want to get you up and moving. If you haven't already, it's kind of chilly, but it's due to warm up.
And to find out what exactly is happening outside, we turn to Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier.
Yeah, Alex, Ryan, eventually we do see that warm up here in your forecast, but it's going to take some time because of these clouds that we have around. In fact, look at how many clouds we have through 10 o'clock. Pretty much just gray skies, just a few peaks of sunlight, and those that are lucky that see that, you'll see your temperature jump up fairly quickly. But looking at those mid-60s, hopefully by 10 o'clock. But currently we're just sitting in the 50s. We got the lower 50s here in Ville Platte and Opelousas, mid-50s along and south of I-10. So we'll be tracking some warmer temperatures for you. Also a few rain chances in the days ahead. Those details in about 10 minutes.
Okay, well listen, we'll check back then. Thank you so much. Well, the mayor of Doosaw, he's recovering this morning after having a massive heart attack during the town's Earth Day celebration over the weekend.
Tucson's police chief Kip Judice tells News 15 that Mayor Johnny Thibodeau was picking up litter in town when he suffered that heart attack on Saturday. Thibodeau was rushed to the hospital where he had surgery to remove several blockages.
According to Judice, Mayor Thibodeau had a ventilator removed on Sunday and was talking with his family, which is a great sign. He's now being watched carefully in the intensive care unit.
The man at the center of the La Bamba nightclub shooting controversy was laid to rest over the weekend.
Funeral services for DeAndre Solomon took place at Gethsemane Church of God in Christ here in Lafayette. Solomon was killed nearly 2 weeks ago during a shooting with a Lafayette police officer at the club, where state police say the officer shot Solomon after seeing him shoot another person outside.
Solomon's family has questioned the officer's account of events, calling for the release of the police body cam video. The family's focus at this weekend's funeral was remembering Solomon as the happy person they knew him to be.
Eventually evolve into a teenager and a young adult who was still that, putting on parties for the community, putting on peace walks, and trying to get the community to come together. That's how Dre is going to be remembered on today.
State police continue to investigate the officer shooting of Solomon, but the body cam video still not public.
TikTok pranksters are pushing gas station owners' buttons here in Acadiana. This is after several thefts of gas-grade selector buttons at gas pumps.
Well, get this, it's all a part of a problematic and reoccurring TikTok challenge. Our News 15's Gabrielle Riles explains in a story that you'll only see on News 15.
As you can see, this gas grade select button is missing off of this pump. According to the gas station owner, an angry customer who was denied an alcohol purchase walked out and snatched it off, something the store owner believes the customer may have learned from TikTok.
I don't know if he did it out of anger or it's a TikTok trend.
The owner of the Exxon gas station on Pont de Mouton in Lafayette is looking for this man who stole a gas grade select button off of pump 10.
Boom, there's only 4 buttons. The blue hoodie wins. Nothing but being a jerk.
The gas station owner believes stealing gas grade select buttons is a part of a TikTok trend because one thief of the past admitted to it.
Last year, I had buttons broken off almost every other week for 3 or 4 weeks at both my stores. It's a foolish game kids are playing because we caught one guy and he admitted he was just following the TikTok deal. It's a little trophy by having the button at somebody else's expense.
According to a Reddit.com thread, this TikTok trend has been happening at gas stations all across the country. And JF Petroleum Group in Scott confirms it, saying this trend is definitely hitting multiple gas stations in Acadiana.
We've had plenty of our customers come in and purchase Great Select buttons from us because theirs have been missing off their pumps.
The owner of the Exxon gas station says all he wants is for the thief to come forward and pay the $250 repair bill.
Pay the repair bill and I won't file charges.
And if he doesn't,
I'm offering a $100 gas card to anybody who turns them in.
It appears videos of the trend have since been removed from TikTok. Reporting in Lafayette, Gabrielle Rios, News 15.
Out there in Crowley right now, we're seeing gray skies, that stiff breeze keeping the flag flapping there atop the First National Bank building. Cool start to the day. Once these clouds begin to break up, a little bit warmer, and I'll be tracking that for you coming up.
And coming up this morning, Focus Clubhouse. They're inviting you to raise money for a great cause. All proceeds will go toward Focus Clubhouse's mission of helping adults here in Acadiana with their mental health.
Chris Rader back for another exciting edition of Tech Talk this morning. We're going over artificial intelligence and how ChatGPT actually wanted to escape. More on this coming up.
Mr. Chris, you can sit on the, I guess that's the left side.
Not doing cybersecurity for Anheuser-Busch, are you?
No.
Back 7:38 on a Monday morning. If you think that we're out of breath, it's because it's Tech Talk and we're just dying to talk about this next subject because it's, again, artificial intelligence. ChatGPT, they're on the 4th version of this. What's happening now, Chris? You found out some pretty cool, Chris Rader of Rader Solutions.
Excuse
me about that.
That's fine.
So what kind of interesting stuff are you seeing that's happening now?
So with ChatGPT 4, I read that it'll do things like take the bar exam, right? It wasn't the actual bar, but it was a simulation. And the regular ChatGPT was in the bottom 10% of those that scored, but ChatGPT 4 was in the top 10%.
Wow.
Think about that for a minute. And this all became available to us in November. So it's continually progressing. And the same thing, we talked earlier during the break about an accounting. Can you imagine if at the end, during the year, you scan all of your receipts and you provide your financials and put them in the ChatGPT, and it does your tax return, but it does it better than your accountant?
I mean, that's pretty cool. But obviously, right now, you might want to still use that account because they're still figuring out things here. You don't want to get like a hallucination is what they're calling them, and then all of a sudden you got some tax problems.
Hallucination, again, is when the chat returns information to you, and that information is not correct, and it would cause a nightmare.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with this, is that all of this has not been really tested long enough for us to validate everything that's true within it.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So I like this one too. So this was kind of cool. When Chris was telling us about this during the break, you can actually take pictures and submit them to ChatGPT. And you had one for recipe, right?
Yeah, well, you can, someone on Twitter took a picture of their fridge, and then they they said, "Tell me what I can cook for dinner." I mean, can you imagine? You take a picture of what's in your fridge, and it puts it uses deduction or artificial intelligence, and it brings those ingredients back together for you and tells you what to cook.
That is so cool. That's why I love having you on, Chris. You're always telling us about this new exciting stuff. All right, we got about a minute 30 left. We need to talk about this because this one really kind of makes your eyebrows raise a little bit. ChatGPT was working with this professor out in California. Fox News had this article, but basically ChatGPT wanted to escape. And he was kind of helping them do that a little bit. Yeah. So the discussion was around if this thing keeps learning and has information, and you keep filling with the information, and it's almost, there's a word omnipresent, right? Always present, omnipotent, always powerful. What are we going to call this? Omni chat, omni AI? If this thing would have all the intelligence, it would have everything that's on the internet. And it would have the brain power, if you can imagine the brain power of every human put together. Yeah, really. What bad things can this do? And that's the issue. And the whole premise of that was, again, in the United States, someone creates something, they patent it, everyone puts them on stage and they clap. Exactly. In a foreign country, not all foreign countries, some of them, they take what someone created in the United States, they build it cheaper, they build it better, they go on stage and everybody claps, and they steal it basically. And the concern there is if someone steals this and uses it in the wrong way, it'll be terrible for humanity, and that is the problem. Absolutely. Chris sees these things kind of coming down the pipeline. That's why we love to have his perspective. Just a note though, right now, all the experts saying that AI is not self-aware, and it's kind of hard to define what consciousness really is in today's world. I mean, philosophically, so. There's no consciousness in it. There's no love in it. There's no soul in it. Yeah. So it's just data, but if it's data connected to machines, that's where we're going to have to really pay attention. Absolutely. Chris, always so valuable to have your perspective. We appreciate you. We're going to check in with Adam Livy on what's happening outside.
Outside right now, I-10 at Breaux Bridge shows traffic moving along. No problems for your morning commute, but I am going to be tracking some rain chances returning to the forecast and also some warmer temperatures.